different neighborhoods, and you get to check out what off-plan means and also how you can be able to own an apartment at very affordable prices with universal affordable housing. A very good day to you. Welcome to another set of our live stream here at Affordable Housing Uganda. My name is Patience and it is a beautiful Tuesday. Today we have another beautiful show, and that is going to be about bank financing, and to be very specific, about mortgage financing. It is a good thing to get an investment, but of course you cannot avoid the question of how are you going to get the money to finance this investment, in terms of an apartment, in terms of renovation, in terms of a real estate investment. Today on the show we host someone, an expert from Bank of Africa. So please, I cannot wait for you to join us on this set and learn more and more about how you can put your money into an investment and how you will be hoping for it to come back to you at the end of the day in the terms of return on investment. And then we shall also have property listings, and in this segment I shall let you know about what projects Universal Affordable Housing has to offer in terms of rent and in terms of buying that investment. I'll tell you more about the prices. So like as you can see right now, I am at Flamingo Apartments. We've been here at the apartments before, that was last year, but now it's more completed. It's a more completed structure with 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms. The prices of these bedrooms, you will later come to see them or hear of them later in the show. And also, it is not the only project that Universal Affordable Housing has to offer, as you well know. We've got projects in Nigeria, just around Estella Hotel, Peacock Residency. We've got in Nadia, Kololo, and Muyenga. I cannot put all this information here right now, but later in the show, in our segment of the property listings, you will be knowing more about these projects and where to find them and how much to really pay for them in rent, and also as you're buying the projects. So please do keep with us, share this link, call a friend to join in on this conversation as we begin the show, and also tag a friend or two, comment something nice about real estate investment and what you think the housing sector in Uganda should look like, if it is doing well with affordable housing or if it's not, and also suggestions and solutions. So now from me to you, I shall see you later in the show. Please do keep with us. Later, please. Join us every Tuesday at 3 p.m. and every Fridays at 3 p.m. on Senyo FM. We bring to you our various projects in the various neighborhoods at very affordable prices. Thank you so much for being with us today. My name is Patience Ahomuza, and as usual, it is Affordable Housing Uganda. You have supported us through last year and you're still with us this year, and we are very thankful for that level of support. Now today is a very beautiful day, but as usual we talk about real estate investments. And as you know, any type of investment needs some type of financing. Some people will opt to use their salaries, and we have told you before on the show that you can actually get a real estate investment with universal affordable housing at only 3 million Ugandan shillings per month. But then there are people who also would want to use some other method of financing their investment, which is mortgage financing. Today, I am blessed to be hosting another expert in that field of mortgage financing, a member of Bank of Africa. I will introduce her to the show, and then later we can start it from there. Anita, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you, Patience. I'm called Anita Ngamhachi. I work with Bank of Africa as a personal banking consultant in charge of the private sector.
Okay.
So the private sector, that means I'm in charge of the private companies. We are looking at the MTNs of this world. We are looking at the Nile Breweries. Yeah, so basically that is what I handle, the private sector.
Okay.
However, in my department, we also have the public sector, and we also have the mortgage sector.
Okay, so you're very conversant with mortgage financing.
Yes, please.
Thank you for being with us today.
You're welcome.
How is the new year treating you?
I'd say 50-50. The elections are done. I guess we're supposed to kickstart from there.
Time for business.
Yes.
Okay, speaking of business, how is that going? We are talking about mortgage financing. So tell us, what is mortgage financing?
So mortgage financing, this is when a customer approaches the bank. Here we are looking at 25 years. We finance up 25 years on a tune of 1 billion. This is someone is looking at buying property, someone is looking at completing their house, and someone is also looking at buying land. Yeah, so basically that is about mortgage financing.
So you are funding someone in order for them to be able to finance their investment?
Yes, please.
Land, a house, and all the rest?
Yes, and renovation.
You've explained to us just now that what the bank does is to finance this person who is interested in taking up an investment with some money so that they can actually do renovations and buy land or a house. That's what mortgage financing is. That's what the bank is doing.
Yes, please.
So in this case, which kind of person is able to qualify for this type of mortgage?
We have two types of people who are able to qualify. We have the salaried individuals and we have the non-salaried individuals. So for the salaried individuals, what do we need to be able to finance them? So we are going to need a letter of undertaking. A letter of undertaking, this is from the employer. They will tell us about that. They'll tell us the tenure they need, they'll tell us the amount they need, and then they'll also tell us how old they are, because one of the requirements of mortgage financing, we only finance up to 60 years. That is for salaried, and for judges it's up to 60 years.
Wow.
Then for judges we look up to 75 years, because realize these guys go up to that. So in the letter of undertaking, we need pay slips, we need a bank statement, we need a sales agreement. Now that is in the part whereby maybe someone is buying a property, and then in case someone is renovating a house, we shall need bills of quantities.
Okay. What would be the steps of this person being able to take a mortgage from Bank of Africa?
So the person identifies the property first.
Okay.
Currently, we have an MOU with Universal Properties. Yes, so because of that MOU, we are able to finance our customers. Some of the referrals come from Universal Properties, and some of them are from the bank. So we refer them to Universal Properties because we know they have different properties in good prime areas. So the first step is when you identify the property, you bring it for us. And then if you're a salaried individual, now we look at, do you qualify?
Okay.
So that is when we are going to know what you earn. That is why we need a pay slip. We are going to need your employment contract. This is going to tell us, are you going to be in this company, or are you going to afford to pay this mortgage with for how long? How many years are you left on your contract? Yeah, then we are also going to need a bank statement. So a bank statement will tell us how consistent is your salary. Yeah, then for the non-salaried individuals, we shall need a source of payment. So we also go ahead and give, if you have a business maybe in town, we can go ahead and give you money. If you approach Universal Properties, we shall still give you money, because if you come and tell us maybe you have a business in Chikubo, that means the bank statement will show us how are you earning, what is your source of income. because as much as we are giving you this money, we also want to get back the money. Yeah.
What's the percentage that the Bank of Africa is giving at the moment?
Currently, we are giving the clients of investor properties at 18% per annum.
18%.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, so that's 18% of the 95 million if someone were to buy.
We finance up to 80%.
80%.
Yeah, 80%.
Okay.
At an interest rate of 18%.
Does that depend on the amount of money the person is earning per month?
Yeah, definitely the amount of money is going to guide us. Do you qualify? Because if the property is maybe 400 million, we also need to know that if Anita earns 1 million,
okay,
can she be able to qualify for this property? So we are
Will
able
she be able to pay the amount of money that we'll ask from her in 25 years?
Yes.
On a 400 million apartment?
Yeah, you're very right.
Okay.
Yes, so we actually go up to 25 years, that is the tenor. Then we are able to finance up to 1 billion to our customers. Then the debt service ratio of 55%.
Okay.
So that means if you earn maybe 1 million, we can take up to 55% of your salary.
Wow. Regarding how COVID affected you, you don't take all the person's salary, 80%, and then I remain with 100,000 on a salary of 3 million.
No, at the end of the day, we don't want to actually strain you because beyond you being a client, we are also looking at nurturing this relationship.
So in the case of, you said you would be able to give me a mortgage depending on the amount of money that I'm able to earn. You call that salaried what?
That's for salaried individuals.
Salaried individuals.
Yes, please.
So now in the time when maybe I'm just 25 years old and I'm probably earning only 2 million and I want a house of over 200 million or 300 million, and looking at how I've been earning, you're not able to give me that mortgage. Doesn't the bank look at future prospects of maybe if I get to 30 years old, that maybe my salary could be able to increase and maybe be able to afford that mortgage? What then, do you look at future prospects of how a person is going to grow financially to be able to afford that apartment?
No, because when we are assessing our loans, we look at what are we seeing then, because we are not very sure 10 years from now your salary is going to be increased. So that is why when we are giving you money, we look at what you're earning at the moment, and this is going to help us make a decision. But maybe in case in future your salary increases and you would want to increase your installment, you can approach the bank and then we can be able to do that for you.
So that the 25 years can come down to at least 10 years. Okay, so I don't have to spend the rest of my life paying the bank.
Yeah, of course, you don't have to do 25 years paying you don't have to go up to 25 years. You can be able to also reduce on the years.
So the money paid to the bank can be revised depending on how I've come to you and told you, oh no, now I actually earn much more than I used to earn back then, so please increase the installments that I'm supposed to pay.
Yes, we can be able to do that.
Okay, so then tell me, when does the mortgage payment come in? Now I've passed all those papers, I brought you my documents and my bank statements. When do you give me the mortgage? One thing I should maybe let you know, when a customer approaches us, we give feedback within 48 hours. Yeah. 48 hours?
Within 48 hours, we give feedback if we're going to go ahead and do your mortgage, if you're not going to go ahead and do your mortgage.
Okay.
Yes, but feedback is given within 48 hours if this is something we can do or we cannot do.
So after 48 hours, if something you can do, then you give it to me straight away, the 80%?
No, we don't, because there are some processes we also have to go through.
Now that's minus. How long does it take to actually get this mortgage? Because now it seems like it takes forever. And tell me about that process. When does a person get availed to the money that will purchase them?
No, there's different things we look at, because we have to value the property. We have to, the different processes we have to go through. That is why we always get back to our customers within 48 hours so that we can be able to give them, because when you give me feedback within 48 hours, I know what to expect.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I know what to expect.
In that feedback, you're telling me what takes place next?
Yes, please.
When the mortgage is going to commence?
Yes, please.
So usually, how long does it commence? How long
most of the time, it takes up to 2 weeks.
Okay, so is there usually, when we're selling apartments at Universal, they say, pay 30% deposit and then we give you a grace period of 1 month and then you can pay the next 60% in this amount of time. Is there a grace period that the bank gives when it comes to mortgage, refunding this money to the bank? When you give me that money after 2 weeks, do you give me some amount of time to pay a grace period that is going to allow me to prepare my mind and then start paying back the bank?
So the grace period is 30 days, but that means you're going to pay at the end of the next month. If you take the loan after 15th of the month, you're going to pay the loan the next month at the end of the month. Okay. But if you take the loan before the 15th of the month, then you're going to pay at the end of that current month.
So you'd advise the clients to go for to get the mortgage on the 15th day of the month?
No, yeah, but the grace period is always 30 days.
Okay.
Yes, please.
What do you think about a client who is buying an apartment and they're given 25 years to pay to keep paying for something? So what is the rate that is BOA, Bank of Africa, giving to clients of universal affordable housing?
Currently at Bank of Africa, we are giving interest rates of 18%, but this is dependent on the central bank rate. So if a central bank changes its rate, even as we are born to change. But currently, the rate is 18%.
You know, an example of something to go by in terms of that rate.
Currently, maybe if I can, okay, to answer your question, if a customer approaches us and they want 400 million, we shall be able to give them that 400 million at a time T, but the interest rate is 18% per annum.
Of the 400
Of the 400 million.
Okay, per annum.
That is per annum, not per month. That is, the key word is per annum, not per month.
So yes. The payments actually come in per annum, not
No, definitely the payments are monthly. So they can be quarterly, they can be termly, but here we are looking at per
year. Up to 18% per year.
Not really. We don't really tend to look at the interest rate.
Okay.
Yes, we don't tend to look at the interest rate. Yeah, but the payments will come in depending on the agreement you've made with the bank. What
is your word about to the people about being so free to actually take on that kind of financing?
Personally, I say mortgages are really, really good because you get to be your own landlord. And then when you look at the money, because most of the time, right now, the affordable housing, you get an apartment you want at the range you want. I would advise anyone, if they can manage, take on mortgages. Maybe I'll give an example. Most of the apartments at Universal Properties, I would say they're really, really manageable for a salary earner. I would tell anyone who would manage to actually go for a mortgage because definitely the money you are paying for rent, you can be able to put it on the mortgage.
Thank you so much, Anita, for that interview. Certainly, I've learned so much as a person about mortgage financing, and I hope that that is the same for our audience out there. Do you have any last words or how anyone who is interested in mortgage financing can be able to contact you or Bank of Africa?
Thank you, Patience. For more inquiries, you can be able to contact us on our toll-free number 0800 100 140, and then you can also send us an email, feedback@boauganda.com. Alternatively, you can be able to actually call the personal banking department.
Really, thank you a lot. So people out there, do not be scared to take on that mortgage. There are many ways for you to be able to get to that real estate investment, and Anita will be able to help you, and you know the whole of Bank of Africa can be able to do that for you, to be able to acquire an apartment with universal affordable housing. And please do take care as we finish this set. COVID is still real. Wear a mask wherever you are. Wash your hands, sanitize, and really be safe for that. I want to make money this year and get more investments. So that's something for you to think about. Okay, so that was Anita Ndiamhachi, an expert from Bank of Africa that we hosted about mortgage financing. Certainly, I have learned so much about what you can do to be able to finance your investment. But we have come to the end of the show, and in this time, usually we bring to you the properties of universal affordable housing. So we have got 25 projects, and all of these are available for sale and available for rent in the different locations. For example, where we are right now is Flamingo Apartments in Nigeria, but we have also in Nadia, we have got Ibis Residency in Nadia, the one that we are at just last week. We have got Nightingale, which is now available for rent, 700,000 Ugandan shillings. And then we've also got Peacock, Nigeria, just here at Isela Hotel. There you'll find your 2-bedroom apartments at 175 million. All of these available to you for sale and for rent. Please do keep with us and see how all of these projects can come to you with the help, of course, of mortgage financing or with a salary or with any amount of financing. For now, it is goodbye from me to you. My name is Patience. I'll see you again next week.